Get Haunted, where you are the investigator. Get Haunted. Paranormal Investigations isn't a show. It's your experience. Join this premier paranormal event company for real investigations at some of the nation's most haunted locations. This isn't a tour. This is hands-on. You'll use real equipment, explore active sites, and dive into the unknown. No scripts, no actors, just you, the gear, and whatever's waiting in the dark. Perfect for both first-timers and seasoned ghost hunters. Each event is guided by experienced investigators. But the discoveries, they're yours to make. 2025 is already jam-packed with incredible locations across the nation. Space fills up fast, so make sure to book your tickets now. Dare to get haunted? Find your next investigation at gethaunted.com.
Still love it. I'm sorry.
I know it makes. I love the guy's voice, whoever that is.
It's probably Boston with a voice changer.
It could be. I don't know.
I love it. I love it. Fun. Yeah, it is so fun. So midday, here we are. Hi, Rob.
Hi, Sarah. You were frozen.
What was that?
You're back.
I was frozen already. God, I didn't waste any time today.
Straight out of the gate. Straight out of the gate.
Oh, see, Chris says he's pretty sure it is her. I know, because she says it isn't a tour. It feels like that would be Boston.
All right.
I love that. I love that. Yeah, it's Wednesday. It is you're coming off a big travel weekend that took a little longer than our normal events when it comes to travel. And now it's Wednesday. It's like, and I told you today when we started our day, I was like, for some reason I keep thinking it's you know what? I've got to take this call. I've been waiting for this call, so I'm gonna
I'll talk to everybody. Go. Okay. So while she's taking her phone call, why is there glass up here? It's like broken glass on my desk, and that makes no. I've had a lot of weird things happening here in the house. I came back from my trip, and I'm looking younger, right? I don't know, for whatever reason. So I have a balcony, and on the balcony, my bedroom has a door that leads out to it, and we have one in the living room. That door doesn't open. I found that door open. Now finding broken glass. But also the other door I found open last night. So either I'm getting senile or I'll pull her off the stage, or something weird is happening. So yeah, we had the book release, MSP investigation this past weekend. We'll say hi to everybody when Sarah gets back. So it was Thursday morning. I had to leave my house here at 4, a little after. I ended up leaving at like 4:30 to get over to Joe B and Dom to get into their truck, and we did our 16. Well, it was probably about 16-hour drive out. We did stop halfway in Terre Haute, Indiana. We got some sleep out there, and then woke up the next day and finished our trip. As you saw, probably, if you were paying attention, we had a little Annabelle with us. So we'll talk about her and her trip when we get Sarah back. Then we got out to Missouri Friday afternoon. We stopped at the museum, the prison museum, and saw Sheila. Started getting caught up. And we had a dinner thing that we were invited to. Oh, okay. You're back. We're good?
We're good. I'm in. I'm set.
Soon, later?
July 9th.
Okay.
So Everybody's like, what the hell is I'm
All
gonna
right.
get my nails done July 9th.
She gets her nails done. July 9th. All right. So yeah, so we got out there, we had the dinner, then Friday night. Fortunate enough that it was Chris and Shay were out there. Chris shared the first hour of his, I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it, I guess I can. But the first hour of his upcoming video with me, Joe, and Dom, and Shay. You were not there, so you couldn't watch it. And it's really good. It's beyond good. It's like I for me, I had already seen some of it, parts of like 14 minutes of it, but I watched Joe's face and Joe's reaction to it. And do you want to take a break?
No.
Okay. Joe's reaction to it was off the charts too. So, yeah, that was our Friday night. Got to sit and watch the first hour.
Yeah. So I want to ask Chris though, like, is that because I'm sitting here patiently?
She's losing her shit. She's not being patient.
I'm not being patient, but I'm sitting here patiently, as far as everybody knows. Is this truly coming out on the 27th? Please tell me yes. Like, oh my God, I'm like losing my.
Yeah, or just give her the first hour so she can stop. So yeah, so that was our Friday, and then Saturday we had the event. You know, so first part is the 27th, just so you know, which is right around the corner. We had the event, of course. Apparently, like the week prior, they were still wearing hoodies. We show up and somebody flicked the switch, and it was like it was hot.
I think somebody turned the sun simulator up. I think they were like, crank that shit up.
It was hot. So as always, you know, event day is not the day to piss me off. So hey Jay. So you know, I was stressing, but we went out, we got everything. Thank you, sir. And yeah, we got it going. And everything was set up. The meet and greet started at 5:30. I went till about 7. Then 7 was safety intros, and then we went off to investigate. We'll get more into that later if you want. It was a great night. It was a really good night. So I had fun. We went until we got out of there a little after 3 a.m. and you know, I'm always jazzed up after MSP, back to the room, laid there for a little bit, you know, thinking about everything, passed out, then up at like probably 10 out the door. And Joe and Dom mostly were like, we're just going to drive straight through. Well, they were the decision makers. I was the third vote. So I went with the popular vote. And we drove straight home, got in Monday morning around 7:30-ish in the morning, and couldn't really fall asleep right away, and then passed out. Now all I know now it's Wednesday. So,
it is Wednesday, and we need to say hi to, I don't know, like I missed some of that, and I'm just going to give everybody the heads up because we've been cryptic about some stuff here. And I jumped off the show to take a call. So yes, I am getting some health issues handled, so everybody knows. And that was the call to finally get it done. And Rob, the reason this has been so tricky is because they need a rep on site with the equipment. So you know how sometimes like pharmaceutical companies or whatever, they need to have a rep on site. So trying to coordinate anesthesia and the rep for the equipment and the heart surgeon, like it becomes this big magical, all the planets must align.
Okay. So you're basically going to be a celebrity while they
Yeah. So so everybody is aware. Yes, I have, uh, I guess it's considered a congenital heart condition.
Yes.
One that I was, everyone is born with, but mine did not do what it was supposed to do. My heart didn't finish doing what it was supposed to do. And 54 years later, it's finally going to be handled and getting that shit up, patched up.
I mean, the amazing part is they even found a heart.
They did. When they took my appendix out, they're like, look at this. She has a heart, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They figured it out.
They figured
it
out.
So that, that she was first scheduled for the 9th of this month, and then that was it the 9th?
19th.
That got canceled, which is why Sarah wasn't at MSP to celebrate the book, because she thought she was going to be
convalescing,
out of just coming out of a heart procedure. So
yeah, but it's all good now. We are scheduled for, I think, July 9th. It's the lucky July 9th. So I will be, whatever on that day. So that's why I stepped off the show. And
okay, I'm glad you fessed up, because
we're good.
I mean, I probably told everybody anyway, but
you probably did. It's okay. So anyways, so let's just say hello to everybody before we get going, even though we've been talking now for almost 12 minutes. There he is. There's something in my eyeball. I'm so sorry. There he is, the one and only Professor T, Stacy Talent, right here in the house. Hello, Stace. How are you doing? The beautiful and wonderful Sandy Pickle. With her tiny little baby who's just getting so big. She's so beautiful. She's got such a happy face. I don't know if you saw the pictures, but such a happy face on that baby. There is Miss Danny Marie, Divination with Danny, right here with us on her lunch break. We hope you're having a fantastic day. I'm scrolling to find some. There's Big Daddy Andy. Hey, Big Daddy Andy. He missed as well.
He did, but I saw he's squatching it up out there. So I hope that was fun. You probably got bit by as many bugs as I did in Missouri. I am tore up.
Tore up. There is Mark Brown. I can't wait to hear more about Ditto House. I think they've had a fantastic time. We touched on that a little bit last week. Shay, how are you doing, girl? We hope you are doing fantastic. I have to keep up. I enjoy reading the questions that Shay gets. I don't know where people send those questions to, but she does these posts. So people ask her she does not discriminate. Like, if it doesn't matter what the crazy question is, that girl is out there answering them. So kudos to you, Shay, for being out there and just living your life. We love that. I see. There's my girl, Icy Spirits. My computer just did a little glitch. It was being slow.
I see.
There she is. Of course, we were talking to Chris. I cannot wait for the 27th. Super excited for that. Damien, how are you this morning? Good morning to you, Damien. And by the way, there have been a lot I keep reading these articles with these kids drinking these energy drinks and being rushed to the hospital. So please stop.
Yeah, I saw something like that the other day, actually, on one of the news channels.
It's a little nutty nut.
He'll be right.
Miss Candy Slater, guys, happy Wednesday to you. Don't forget, there are some great events inside the massive event that is now the Rock Island Roadhouse Esoteric Expo. I just want to say congratulations to the community that has come together. We are at 142 vendors, folks, right there at Rock Island Roadhouse for October 4th. We have everything from paranormal to cryptid to alien to spiritual world, all coming together to provide the community with something that I personally think hasn't really been accomplished yet. Paracons are amazing, but they sort of turn into these little parties for the people that are vending and presenting, right? It's kind of like a hangout with your friends. And we love that. We love when the community comes together. But what makes this one so different is it is really about bringing everybody from the community, not just those vending and presenting, but those that are coming as guests to sort of navigate their journey in these worlds. What?
222. 22 viewers, two thumbs up.
Oh, there we go.
Don't
So
wreck it. Nobody likes this one.
don't do it. But I just want to say, if you haven't checked out the page for Rock Island Roadhouse Esoteric Expo, please do check out the event, see everything that is there, because there are some amazing people coming together to inspire, encourage, and motivate you to find some new obsessions, some really great topics, and to get face to face with those that are boots on the ground, really, and to ask them to find that next inspiration for yourself, because really the paranormal is not just about autographs and pictures, folks. It is about getting in there and discovering new theories and doing all sorts of cool things. So I just wanted to kind of give that a little love, because I'm proud of that work. I'm really proud of that work.
You guys killed it.
Tom Bulger, my computer's being super slow.
Bulger, the king is falling at the worst possible moment. You called me. I gotta call you back, Tom.
We love him. We love Tom.
We love him. He just has a knack.
He knows that's his psychic power. He's like, oh, bad time. I'm going to call. Kaylee, there's Miss Kaylee. How are you doing? She's also helping us with getting everything together for the Rock Island Roadhouse Esoteric Expo. We've now all just decided it's RIREE. That's just what we say, because it's just such a long title. We're going to have to come up with a cute little nickname for it, because it's a lot. It's a lot. Well, thank you, Dave. I just wanted to say, even Rob was a little shocked, because when we had our morning meeting, I had a hat on, and then I showed up and
like a gray hoodie with like pizza sauce on it.
Okay, well, not quite that bad. It was a white sweatshirt. But I got this new great hair tool for like $30, and it just, you hit your hair out. It's one of those, ladies, it is the hot brush. I'm gonna put it out there. Let me tell you something. Next day hair, hit it up with this hot brush, and you're gonna be super happy you did it. $30. You should get one too. You should get one. It's so good. So good. Carrie, there's Miss Carrie Combs. How are you? Oh, hey. She's got an orange hand today. Where are the cute pink hands, Carrie? I always look forward to those. Kent Wilson, how are you doing? I hope you are doing so fantastic. Okay. We have Ryan. Hi, Ryan. How are you today? They've got a great show coming up for you guys, so please be sure to check that out. There's one of our favorite people, just the sweetest man on the planet. Jay, how are you doing? He's so kind. So kind. You should, Ryan, totally go to MSP. Rob could tell you all about it. He loves that location. Loves it.
The ship poster Shay's talking about. Is she talking about me?
I don't know. Mike Cronin. There he is. Mike Cronin. We got Ryan Dayton. Hey, friends. Hi to you. We have everybody saying hello to everybody. We love that. We love that. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, Shay. So Shay, you might not know me you don't know me very well yet, but what you need to know is when I'm asked to record something, it becomes a whole new and different beast. I don't do well. Do you know how many times it took me to guess how many times I recorded that before I sent over that one bad recording? Yeah,
because listen, here again, it was Cranky Rob Day, right? Because it's hot. We're like, they friggin' burn through 82 waters in like the first hour. I'm not kidding. We're like, shit. But I had asked for this audio like earlier in the morning, and it's now like 2.5 hours later, almost 4:00, and I'm like, "Hey, Sarah, you doing this?" Like,
yeah.
And she just wasn't answering me. So,
yeah,
I had me a little tweaked.
Oh, I had them a lot tweaked, and so I would record it, and then I'm like, "Do I do a video recording?" And then it's like that I was trying to do that, and that was awkward and weird. And if you are a vendor for the Rock Island Expo, just know there's always these live videos that I do, because me recording them just becomes embarrassing. And so I finally just went, screw it. I'm going to send this audio recording to Rob, and it wasn't my favorite, but thank you. I appreciate those kind of words.
It was really good, and you sounded good through my JBL Charge super speaker. So.
Oh, there you go. Yes, and I heard your funny jokes that I'm taller than that, and you told me your little intro to me. Okay. All right. It was pretty fun. There's Ms. Kimberly. How are you doing, sweetheart? We hope you're doing good. Michael, we appreciate when you share. We certainly do. Hello to you. Oh, please give Marie a big hug because we love her. And to London, please.
She's awesome.
She is awesome. Beth Brownlee, how are you doing, my sweetheart? We have Stacy Lee in the house. Great job on your reading. If you guys watch Compass of Curiosity.
You missed you.
Where is she? Did I scroll right over?
She probably has you blocked.
She probably does. She's like, you didn't
show up.
I know. I heard, Sheila. I'm coming. I had things that needed some attention.
I won't say the name, but you've made it to a list of people that say they're coming and they're not coming.
I heard. Well, hello. There's Miss Michelle. How are you? And look who else is here. Miss Ashley. How are you, Ashley? I hope you are fine. Thank you. You always look beautiful. Always.
Ashley Rowland from the movie It's Coming.
Still love that. Love that documentary.
Go out and meet her and the kids, and it's awesome.
Look at Wade Kirby. Wade Kirby just with a little brag moment. Just a little one. I'll be joining Mary Jo in April in Times Square. Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's great. That's great, Wade. You're not famous at all.
There it is. There's my pink hand. Thank you, Miss Carrie. John Marshall. What's up with you? I don't know John Marshall.
I don't either. He's new to me, I think.
Yeah. Miss Lori. Lori was at MSP.
Is that my John? I think that might be John in Kentucky. If it is, he's not new to me.
Oh, okay, good.
Sorry,
there
John.
We go. This has got to be Shanley Hotel. Miss Kelly. We hope you're doing super great. Let's see.
She never has a profile picture. That's how you know it's her.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear about this. Okay, we said hello to everybody, and it's good. It's good to see. I think we're getting back to our Wednesday lives. We kind of had a little bit of sporadic, situation going on with our lives because we've been busy. But
you think?
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Stop having health issues. Everybody will be much better.
Yeah, I know.
So you want me to go into the investigation piece?
I think you should.
All right. So first of all, you all know my love for Missouri State Penitentiary. If you've watched this show before, I wish it was closer. It's not. Wish I could fly. I couldn't, but we got there. Mm-hmm. The road trip in itself was fun. We brought little Annabelle out. Mm-hmm. We stopped at a lot of places along the way. She got to take a picture with a 1956 Rolls Royce. I think it was I forget what model it was. So that was it. Like we busted her out anywhere we could get a photo op with her. We did. We stopped at, Sheets. Lil Annabelle is literally becoming what we had hoped she would. And what she did along the way is she's become a conversation starter, and she's become a vessel to bring people together and get those conversations going. And actually it's educated some people on the stories behind the allegedly missing Annabelle. But it's also, she's a little bit of a social experiment because there were people that were freaked out by her, which I find hilarious and fun. So we did Sheets, we did the Rolls Royce thing, we went to Uranus.
Yes.
We went to Uranus Fudge Factory, which we were not really sure how that was going to go over. It's the first one in Indiana. And I didn't know at the time, but it was a church, right? I guess the big giant cross outside made more sense after we learned that. But she did the dinosaur photos. Once we brought her in, they do, and they admit it. The looks started right away, especially from the fudge packers, who were the first people that we talked to. And he said he now does the work of the Lord, and he just packs people's fudge all day. The place is fun. Trust me. So they took pictures with them. Then other people were coming over, and then some older folks were coming over, and they're like, "Hey, my granddaughter dressed up as that," and um, then the questions started coming. Right? Went, well, what's she about? Why is she here? Is that the real one? Um, we walked around the store and we were checking out the cashier. She was super cool. She's like, I'm opening the door. I was like, you can. So she opened the door. We got photos there. And then just along the way, everything, everything. Everywhere we stopped, we tried to bring her in. Next was, like the memorable ones with Texas Longhorn. We went to eat. Um, I didn't bring her in initially, right? Because I just saw little kids. I didn't want to. The kids don't care. That's the truth. But also, it was just weird. But we brought her in about halfway through, and our the girl that was serving us came back to the table, and she just like stopped and did a double take. And they all freaked out because they were all huge fans of the Conjuring universe and Annabelle. So we got to talk to them. Some were afraid. Some wouldn't take pictures. Others are now on her page, sharing them out. It was just so cool. So Lil Annabelle definitely, definitely brings people together, and definitely, hey Jason, definitely gets conversations started. But she also, and we've witnessed it. I won't give these people any airtime or credit, but we also watch the negative reactions from people who are predisposed to having negative reactions anyway. So she's quite the little superstar. And somehow she got angry on this trip and busted her glass. So we've got special precautions in place to keep her at bay. Even her TikToks are amazing. People just apologize to her all day long. Yeah, well, I told you, Chris, you didn't pay enough attention to her. Yeah, she is an attention getter, Beth. So, she made it there. She made it to the event. She was propped up front. She sat up there. We also brought little Danny along. If you all saw the little blonde doll, I didn't realize how much she looked like Danny until Dom kind of mentioned. I was like, oh my God. So she in Danny's video with her, and just paused it. I'm like, that's those two are. But we brought her along, and Dom was kind of, it was hilarious. She was in Dom's arms like a little baby, and people were like freaked out because it was Dom carrying a little crazy little. So yeah, it was just a really good trip. But so the event starts, right? Brian did his book signing, meet and greet piece from 5:30 till 7. Probably started it a little bit early, but it was hot as shit. And then we did intros and safety, the whole 9 yards. Did our usual thing. About halfway through the intros, we had some latecomers show up. This was a weird one for me. We, all in with Brian's people, we had over 50 tickets. About a dozen people just didn't show up. So in the photos, it might look weak, but we sold a lot of tickets. We had about 12 people that didn't show up, and I don't know why. Right? I can only assume that they were like, yeah, no, because it was oppressive. So anyway, so these kids came in. There were 3 younger kids. And then someone was like, "Oh, they're YouTubers, right?" It's like, okay, cool.
Oh yeah,
we all know that. We all have these notions of YouTubers, and generally speaking, when they're at a public event and they had their cameras with them, I was like, this could be problematic, right? If they think they're here to get content, we gotta figure it out. But so I started thinking about it. And yeah, exactly, Chris, right? And then, well, what happened? So somebody, I think it was Chris, came over, and they were like, yeah, they were like, So I'm like, I don't know this kid. But prior to this, I was like, I walked over to him. I'm like, so like, because what Rob does best is I pick on our guests. So I walked over, I was like, so you guys are going to be a pain in the ass tonight, aren't you? Or something to that effect. And they're like, no, what? Like, why? They were the nicest kids you could ever meet. And I call them kids. One of them.
Well, they kind of really are kids.
They're kids, right? They're like, no, why would we be? And I'm like, I was just asking. And then I think it was Chris was like showing me like, so his name's Hero DW, and it's got like 15 million. It's like the dude's a big deal, right? Dude's a big deal. So I thought about it, and I was like, well, if they're here, and we didn't have the 12 people, we sort of put them in their own group because we're supposed to have 4 groups, and then once I broke everybody up, I had a spare group, so we put them and a couple of the people from MSP in one group, and then we divided up, and we went off, and we investigated. And I know for me personally, and from talking to everybody else that worked that night, my first 2 sessions were ridiculously good. They were just good, like, and that's typical MSP. And we can never promise anybody anything, but I always feel confident that we can walk out of MSP with something happening throughout the night. But on my second rotation, I had Hero and the guys, and I'm not going to tell his story for him because he's going to at some point. But he's a skeptic, right? He was a skeptic, and so were the guys. But so we had like the dud bell going off. He's like, I don't trust that thing. It's got a box on it. And we're like, yeah, well, we're not like hoaxing, right? And I was on film, so I mean, he's like, I want to make sure this isn't a hoax. I'm like, dude, we don't hoax. But he said it and admits it, that he's like, I was a skeptic. He says, there's one thing. If you can get me this one thing, I will be a believer. And I don't know why. I just kind of had a feeling. I knew what that one thing was going to be. So I was like, you sure you want to do this? Like, people think they want this, but they don't. So I suggested he should do it alone, and he agreed. I guess alone in YouTube world means with your camera guy.
That's right.
And me, right? And me. So I did. We went off. We went into a cell, and he made his request. And he got it in a way that I can't even believe that we got it on film, because we never get like human reaction like that on film, because we're not YouTubers, right?
No, we're not.
It hit him, and it hit him hard. And it hit him in a big way. So, and he was stunned. So the camera dude he was just like, what the fuck? Like, it's good. It's that good. So after session number 2, we did our recap back at A Hall, and I asked him, I'm like, do you mind if I share your story? And he's like, oh, I'll even talk about it if you want. So I was like, hell yeah, come on up. So he came up, he recapped his experience, what happened down there in the dungeon, and it was just cool. My 3rd and 4th sessions were a little different. They weren't quite that like intense. That's one of the caveats to having something big happen early on in an investigation, because it sort of sets that bar, right? You're just like, damn, I want that again. But it was great. It was very personal to him. He did put a story out yesterday, and we're in it, which is cool, right? But I believe he's putting a video out at some point. I don't know. Yeah,
that's awesome.
I owe him something, which I have to get him today. But yeah, so it was just, Bill said he loved it. Joe and Dom loved it. They had some great experiences up in women's.
Was that their first time at MSP? Joe and Dom?
Joe and Dom were there last year with us. Ryan's already stalking him and Trevor. All right, and Shay. So Friday, so shit, I got to get him what he needs. Yeah, Bill. I guess Bill got spooked, but it was Bill's first time there for sure. Joe and Dom were there last year with us when we had Nesper.
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember. Can somebody answer this question for Ryan? Is that a good?
8 security cameras with 200 and something feet cord, or do you think we would need longer than? Well, there's three buildings that you might want to film in. I don't think the gas chamber has. Well, it has power. I don't know if it has an outlet you can access. You'd have to talk to Sheila on that. I know in A Hall with 200 feet, you could get down into the dungeon and up top if they're cool with you filming. And then over in building housing unit 3, I've never seen an outlet over there, but there is power because they have the lights on until we investigate. So you'd have to reach out to MSP on that one, Ryan. But I know in A Hall for sure, and it's big. So the 200 feet will get you either side. It wouldn't get you the whole building. Yeah, Bill had an experience similar to one that I had there years ago. So up on death row. So it was just good. I mean, it was just good. And we had some new faces. We had some of Brian's people there with us. Some old faces, Julie, Lizzie Bird. There was a bunch of just all cool people. So yeah, to watch it all come together after about a year, right? I think it's been about a year that we started talking about this. Was perfect. I do wish it was a tad cooler. You know, it's hard to push through that kind of heat, you know, when you're just freaking drenched and sweating. So thank you to Lori and to Kaylee for running to get that second batch of water. For whatever reason, Joe made coffee and it just sat there and nobody wanted.
Everybody's like, thank you, no thank you.
So yeah, it was just really good. So I was proud of everything. Watching it all come together. Our crew was amazing. The guests were amazing, and can't really complain. Ryan wasn't there, so he can't really talk about it now, can you?
I'm curious how many people have started reading the book since that was the book release party and people bought their books. Oh, I meant to put this up.
No, I know, Sheila, but that's hot for this East Coaster. Okay.
She's used to the sticky.
I did a couple summer events. I've also frozen my ass off in those buildings on a couple of occasions. Oh, you had shitty coffee. But as always, Sheila's just so cool, and she's such a badass. And when I finally get to see her and hug her, it made the 16-hour drives evaporate. Saying goodbye is always hard. I hate it. I do hate it.
Oh, Candy. So you're listening to the audiobook. I'm curious, what do you think so far? Like, what are you getting the vibe? What's the vibe? Like, I'm so curious. I probably should get the audiobook and I could sit here and listen to that while I post up and do work. And
work would be really good thing. Let's try doing.
Oh.
Whoa. Oh. Listen, I'm going to give you a break till July 9th. On July 10th, your ass better be working again.
Yeah, well, I have to be there by 5:15 in the morning, so I don't even want to hear it. Oh, good, she loves it so far. I don't know how far you are into it, but I'm so curious. Like, has the Get Haunted piece come in yet? Are you getting it? Are you feeling? Does it feel like Get Haunted for you? You know, Candy knows. She'll be a good judge of that. This is. Yeah, right. Jay, you know what? Whoever's using that Native brand needs to stop. Native doesn't work for anyone.
There's a fun fact. Sarah doesn't use deodorant.
I don't. No.
She doesn't use deodorant. Just
it's so fun
either, but she just doesn't use it.
I don't use it. I never have. I bought it finally. Oh yeah, see, she's fangirling Rob.
Who?
Remember Hannah's character?
Oh, is this where I'm doing shirts. I have the book handy, otherwise I'd read that part. It's funny as shit. Hannah was there.
Right, like, sometimes it's so hard to wanna leave a location. You're just like,
Yeah.
"No," the
It is.
ending.
I who read the audio for the book? I don't know.
I'm not
Brian hired someone. It wasn't any of us.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Could you
saying goodbye
imagine if I
there.
did it? Can you imagine if I read
No,
somebody's
I can't.
audio?
I cannot. Um, it is hard to say goodbye, especially
Mhm.
out there. Some places I'm happy to say goodbye, but out there, it's hard because I want to hang out. I want to spend
Yeah,
more time and talk to everybody. And
yeah.
we had to hit the road, and Joe and Dom want to drive straight home. So that is what we did. Get on a chat. Oh,
Tastefully.
tastefully.
Well, we would like it
That's
we're
a whole
doing
different show.
tastefully.
That show might be happening soon, Jason. We'll
Yeah,
see what happens. We might
yeah,
not. Yeah. Shh.
yeah.
Don't get me in trouble. I've been so good, and I've been mostly off of social media, except for maybe one post because which got me unfriended. But whatever. We'll talk. We can talk about that actually. Not by Jason. We'll talk about that anyway. Um,
Anyway,
yeah. So there were some people there that have already read the book and they loved it. So
good,
yeah, it was
good.
good shit.
Yeah, Kaylee, I know that's a big trip. You know, everybody coming from the East Coast out, down to the deep
Yeah, I
Midwest
don't know
there.
what they were thinking because their flight was like 8 a.m.
Yeah. Well, that's what they were
I found
thinking.
that out later. I didn't
Mhm.
realize that. So you people are crazy.
Yeah, well,
You got hit in the door with a head. Yeah, Lil Annabelle was pissed about that, Ryan. So yeah, so everybody killed it. Lil Annabelle was out there doing her thing. Oh, did he? Don't. Of course. Try.
oh, I love that. We'll have little
Oops,
Oh,
hold on.
don't switch us
I didn't
around.
mean to. I didn't mean to. Hold
Yeah,
on.
this never feels right. It never ever feels right.
So
Um,
you want me to read the book, Jason?
oh, you should read us a couple sentences, little Annabelle.
Um,
Do you have the book there? Did Rob leave it up on his desk?
well, no, I could ask Rob, but I'd rather read it to Jason.
Okay, why are you whispering? Don't be creepy,
Oh,
little
I'm sorry.
Annabelle.
He's a boy. All right, Annabelle, go back. I couldn't let you look at her because her glass is broken.
Yeah, that's so sad. I'm so sad about. Is that fixable?
Yes, yes, it's sweet. Brittany ordered one. Yeah, you
It's
got
not.
to pick a different name. Listen, you can be little, Little, Annabelle, but you cannot be. I actually made Sarah change that on the post because there can only be one. All right. And y'all are going to, my understanding is y'all are going to have numbered plaques on yours. So, okay.
Oh yeah, these things are gonna be.
Yeah, they're limited edition.
Yeah.
All right. So that's MSP in a nutshell. Lots of good food, lots of good laughs, lots of really good people,
Hmm.
lots of driving, lots
Lots of
of
driving.
lots of smoke breaks. And thank you again, Joe and Dom, for getting me out. No, Dom, I don't think drove once the whole fucking trip. In
Leave my
fact,
baby boy alone.
he slept and I know. So he even set up his blanket over the air conditioner, so he had like cooling system.
Hmm.
And we're up front dying.
Yeah.
So Joe P got his audiobook of these Wall Still Talks. Excellent so far. Read that. Take
Oh,
the
that's
words
funny. That is the funniest comment.
and the fuck
Joe's
out those.
like, "What?"
Oh, he's fucking with me about hats.
He is. I think
Oh,
that's how you know it's fiction. There's hats on the merch table. The hats are popular, and we had hats for so long, and then suddenly everybody wanted hats, and they all sold out. So we do need to get more hats out there. I know. I know.
this is this is because of Joe P. All right, they're going in They're going in.
Yeah.
For embroidery.
Now, are these the double logoed hats?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have that. I've got the original with no B. That's all.
Don't worry, I haven't kicked you out yet. and then of course Sarah gets her own special because, she's got to have special distress shit.
I do. I like them distressed.
Hats are coming probably next week, kids.
Awesome. Ooh, Joe P better be. Hopefully they don't sell out before Joe P can get his hats. Let's hope not. What are you reading?
The comments.
Oh.
All right. So that's MSP.
Yeah.
It's MSP in a nutshell.
We had such a great conversation last week.
Woo.
Excuse me. That's quite a little sneeze. Yeah, remember we just kind of got on a topic and
on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so good. It was so great to see everybody having getting their voices out there and thinking of some theories, and it was so awesome. And I got these cute little, I just want to show everybody, my sister made these cute little Zener cards for me. And if anybody knows what Zener cards are, these are to work with your ESP. Your ESP. Aren't they cute?
Now, is it Zener or Zener?
Tiny. I call them Zener.
Yeah, well, that doesn't. It's Zener.
You don't know that it's Zener.
I can show it to you on the internet, okay? And by regular laws of pronunciation, it's Zener.
Okay. Well, I thought it would be kind of fun. I thought it would be kind of fun to try everybody's psychic abilities, their ESP a little bit, and see if people kind of get these. But yeah, my sister made these tiny ones for me to use, and I want to start taking them on investigations, because this right here, these are so, to me, just those simple opportunities. One of my favorite things that I learned through Get Haunted, because I've never really worked with a big group before I met Get Haunted. I love when you guys use playing cards at locations that have sort of that poker vibe or things in the history. And you guys ask the ghost on EVPs to call out cards, and it has worked. It has worked. What are you doing?
Absolutely. Ryan just kindly reminded me that he won a hoodie, and I never sent it to him.
So I'm gonna hold up a card for you guys. So whoever wants to participate, I'm just curious. Do you guys
show them what they look like one at a time?
All right. So one at a time,
so that we all know. You got a square. It should be a triangle, a plus sign, star, circle, squigs.
Yeah, that's the only ones that she has here for me. There might have been a triangle, but I think those were the ones.
There's always a triangle.
I don't know if there's always a triangle, but I'm going to hold up.
You're not even playing with a full Zener deck.
All right.
Square, circle, squigglies. Oh, that's the squigglies.
So everybody put your answer in what you feel that this is. I'm just curious, how many of us don't really use our natural intuition? I think we dismiss it so much. So I'm just curious. Sure. So we've got Damien saying circle. We have Danny saying squiggly. Icy's. I like it. Jason, there's no triangle card in my deck. You don't get to say that. Kaylee says square. Brittany says squiggle. Shay says star. Andrew says square. What did you say, Rob?
I said squiggles.
Ryan says star, square.
Square.
All right.
Yeah.
You and Danny.
Yeah. And Brittany half guessed it.
Yeah. Obtuse rectangle. Jason being a funny guy. And now I'm curious. Let's see. Now I'm curious here. No, folks, there is no triangle in the
right.
Zener cards.
Okay.
Just
All
so
right.
everybody knows. Let's try one more. Come on, guys. Focus it. Don't overthink it. The first thing that comes to mind. First thing. Don't second guess yourself. Don't do it.
Sarah's right. There's no triangle.
Ryan changed his answer to squiggles after you saw it. Don't second guess yourself. Don't do it. What are you thinking, Rob?
Square.
Ryan says square. Icy says circle. Kim says star. Hey, Debbie McGray. She says star. Brittany says square. Jason McRae says circle. Wig going squiggly again. Tammy Ham. Hey, Tammy Ham. Circle.
Tammy.
Chris. No triangle makes them Zener, not Zener cards. You're funny. Plus. Danny. Circle. All I ever see is stars. Yeah. I have a hard time with these. And I think I'm with you. I'm with you, Brittany. Like I overthink. Danny, 2 for
Tammy
2.
Ham had it. Jason McRae had it.
Danny had it.
Danny had it.
I love these. If you guys should, like, fun. I think my sister might have crit cut these. She's a she works at a library at a high school, so there are things that she gets to do all the displays for the library, and so she made a set. And we should work with these more.
Let's do it. We'll work with them.
Okay. So I know we do have New Egypt coming up this weekend. Super excited about that. But
yeah, you are, because you don't have to work it. My ass has to go out and do it. You're busy being, I got a hole in my heart. Where?
I know. I should have just left it.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah. Well, then we don't have to listen to me walk up a flight of stairs and suck wind anymore.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited for you to get better. I am. I need that to happen. Yeah. I do get worried. So yeah, we have New Egypt this coming weekend. This ticket just went. A couple tickets sold there. But there was also a giveaway. There was a giveaway involved, right?
Yeah.
I posted it up yesterday. I didn't really explain the rules, which is what I tend to do on our giveaways. So we'll go through it. I actually made a little bit of a presentation on it.
Oh, look at this. Here we go.
There were things I did not explain. So basically the post was, hey, I had 2 envelopes, and in one of those envelopes was a number between 1 and 99. I know, Jason, when I saw your guess, I was like,
oh, I know. He's like, would Jason, that's something you did actually say today. You're like, well, he's in Canada. Would he come?
So there was a number between 1 and 99, and there was one of the planets in our solar system. And if you didn't know what they were, then you would have to look it up and learn something. So there you go. So we had some guesses here, and if I missed any, you have to tell me before I reveal the answers.
So
we have about 5 seconds to do that. The thing I realized was I didn't really explain the rules as I had them in my head. As I had them in my head, which was, closest to the number without going over.
Yeah.
Would win that.
Yeah.
And then the planet was sort of like your second chance, right?
Oh.
You can only really win one. I know. I should have explained all of this. So you basically had 2 chances, right? Because if you got the number wrong and the planet right, you still would have won. And then it was like, what if a bunch of people picked it? I was like, you know what? As long as we don't go over, I'll give that shit away. I'll give it away.
It does check out.
So Icy Spirits and Kaylee both went with guesses based on knowing Rob, right? Because it's a 22, and then all of my Uranus jokes all week were right, Andy? 69 Uranus.
Oh, Icy girl.
Icy actually will get a ticket if she wants to come just for being Icy, because that one made me laugh hard too.
you were like, she's a funny girl.
This morning I was talking about you. So here are your winner. Here are the answers. All right. Okay. So the rules I never stated. There you go. I just said that. Here are the answers. The numbers. Now the numbers were picked and written by. I went to ChatGPT. I said, just give me a rando number between 199 and give me a rando planet.
Okay, stop. So you can no longer even just think of a number between 1 and 99. You gotta ask ChatGPT.
I wanted this to be completely hands off. So shut it. Okay.
Okay.
So the answers were 42 and Mars. As much as I wish they were 69 and Uranus or 22 and Uranus, they weren't. So 42 and Mars. Stacy Lee. Yeah, I know it's not Mars. Stacy Lee. She got the number, and Joe Paniccio got the planet. And
congratulations to those two.
Congratulations. If you can't come, you can give it to someone too. I will throw Icy a ticket if she wants to make the trip. If she's still watching, we'll shoot her a message. So those were the big winners, right?
Big winners.
42 and Mars. So Stacy had 33. So, oh fuck, Jason, you just won too.
Suddenly everybody's coming to New Egypt. Yeah.
All right, Jason, get your passport and get your ass down here. It's only 8 hours. You can crash here at my crib. Fuck. This is the second contest that I really fucked up, isn't it?
This is what happens when Sarah doesn't have her hand up.
Rob's no longer allowed to do contests. They actually cost me money.
I'm not allowed to pick Airbnbs, and Rob's not allowed to do contests.
If y'all don't know that story, hey Susan, Sarah picked an Airbnb for an event.
That was deadly.
And of course, Chris and Shay are allowed to come. So we got, she picked it, and I never let her do that. But she picked it.
I did pick it.
So we kind of got to town, right? And there was some police activity happening, right? So we're like, okay. And then we went down the block this Airbnb was supposed to be on, and it almost looked like there was a power outage, right? So we couldn't even find the friggin' house, and it was like, all right, this just isn't, it's still not right here. So we went around the block, and then I found the house, right? But so there was like the faint glow of a TV in the basement, like this blue flickering hum. I'm like, all right, like, so I'm like, did you come in with me initially? Yes, I couldn't leave you in the car. But we left all our shit in the car, right? So we get to this Airbnb, and we got to go up into like a common lobby. It was unlocked, right? It was unlocked. So there was a door on the left, door on the right. So I'm like, I don't know. And we knocked and everything. So I went in to the door on the right, and I got about halfway through someone's living room, and when I just got something not right. So I just stopped, backed up.
Well, I think it's because I noticed a piece of exercise equipment. I'm like, well, that wasn't in the pictures for the Airbnb.
Yeah, right. So I'm just like, something's wrong. What's up, Bolden? No, we're not running numbers yet, but I'm sure somebody will make that accusation one of these days. So close that door. I'm like, oh my God. So it must be the other door, right? We were the first people there. It's pitch freaking black.
Yeah.
So we go up these stairs into this very oddly laid out house. It was like sort of more like a hospital than a house, right? There was just
weren't there beds like in the kitchen?
Beds everywhere. Beds everywhere. You couldn't like even open the fridge. The bathroom was it's like naked women pictures, like with martini glasses in front of their private areas, right? It's just fucking weird. So I'm like,
only the best for our crew.
Yeah, like this is not okay. Like something's not right now. So then I hear this tapping on the glass door downstairs. Sarah's shitting herself at this point. She's like, and I'm like, oh. So I hear the tapping. So I like go downstairs. I see a guy. And I'm like, so I kind of like open the door and he's standing there and he's like, who are you? And he's got a baseball bat, right? He's got a fucking baseball bat. And I'm like, so I'm like, my name's Rob, Get Haunted. You know, my company rented this place for our people. Some are coming tomorrow. And he's like choking up on the bat. He's like, I don't have a reservation for you. I'm like, well, I do. Like, I'm like, man, I got.
How else would we have gotten in? Yeah, we had the code.
I was like, I didn't just pick your house, man. Like, I'm like, this is an Airbnb, right? He's like, yeah. So, but they didn't send me anything.
Kinda.
So I'm like, yeah. I'm like, if you let me get my phone out, like before you hit me across the head. He's like, he goes, who's upstairs? Right? And at this point, I don't even know that this guy even owns the house. I just know there's this big dude with a baseball bat standing there. So I was like, there's a few of my guys are up there. I didn't want him to know just in case.
Yeah.
I got popped in the head, right? So anyone I'm thinking he could just walk up. So showed him the thing. We saw he's like, oh man, he's like, sorry about it. I'm like, okay, no problem. Meanwhile, I'm hearing helicopters, right? I'm hearing helicopters overhead. They're searchlights and shit. I'm like, man. So I go back up. Sarah's just sitting there and looks terrified. Like this. Yeah. I almost just got clubbed. So she's like, are you going to be able to sleep if we stay here? And I'm like, no. And no, I'm going to be staring out there because we also had some people walking by the car, right? Yeah. Checking us out. So we decided we were going to exfiltrate, like under the cover of darkness. It was pretty close. Under the cover of darkness, like we're getting out, right? Because what happened prior to that? Well, we were trying to figure out where the hell we were. Sarah's just sitting on her phone.
I was trying to get all the information off for the Airbnb.
And I had gotten out of the car to go up to the front door to try to see if that was even the right place. But I was on the other side of the car when these three guys walked up and they stopped. And all you see is from the glow of her phone, this blonde lady just like.
Oh no, I'm sure no glasses, so I'm sure I'm like that.
She looked like insane too. So she's like doing her phone thing, and these guys all stopped and they're like looking at her, and I'm on the other side of the car. They don't see me yet, so I was like, here we go. I was like, man, here we go. This is gonna suck because they looked like they were about to yank you out of that car. Once we got up there and I didn't die, I could see them waiting.
They were at the corner.
They were on the corner waiting for us. So I'm like, well, we're getting out. So we decided we were ejecting. We pulled the chute. We waited because we were also like, you feel like a dick, right? You just kind of feel shitty, like, hey, your place sucks, we're leaving. So we waited and it was like we got our asses out of there, jumped in the car, and took off. And it turned out, yes, somebody was shot. That's why, which was a block away.
Okay, but to my credit, just so
No.
everybody realizes, when I booked the Airbnb, when I found this Airbnb, I'm like, Rob, this is the perfect Airbnb for all of us because we had a big crew that weekend. That was the weekend of Devils on the Run tour kickoff.
Yeah.
And so I was all excited. We all had this great big Airbnb, and I chose it because it said steps. It's not winter, but it said steps away from a ski trail.
Yes.
So I was like, well, that must be lovely. It's,
I'll also give you this. The pictures were fine. The pictures
yeah, you
didn't
did
make
look at
it
the pictures.
look that way.
Mm-hmm.
So, needless to say, we left, had to go find hotels. So it was like another $600, right?
You can't make this up.
You couldn't. That guy was gonna kill me. He was gonna, and I'm assuming it's his home, but I don't understand why he was in the basement watching TV. So anyway, doesn't matter.
Oh, no, he's probably cooking meth. Like literally, listen, the the second we drove into town, it's like, and then you see ambulances and cops and all this at an apartment complex.
Helicopters.
And we're like, well, this is kind of weird.
So that was his question too. He's like, when are the other people coming?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm like, they're in a little while, but where do you want them to park? Because the parking situation was, then he wanted us to park.
Oh God, yeah.
Down this side alley, right? And then like sort of around this little corner behind the house. And it was I was like, well, that's how they get you. Because then it's not on the street, right? I'm like, nope.
So it's it was harder to get away. It was a weird.
That was the first time I think on an event I really feared. I feared we were about to get killed. So we busted out, right? We busted out. Turns out there were 3 guys that walked up to the car. Turns out the shooting was also 3 guys. So
well, this and so we have to tell everybody, change of plans, go to this hotel. Now we get a hotel. So we got everybody redirected, and now we talk to our friend J Diz because we're like, dude,
oh yeah,
like this is what happened, and he gets all the information for us, and he's like, so here's what went down. There was a shooting at an apartment complex, and it was 3 guys on foot. They were like, they got away on foot. We were like, well, I think we just met them. Yeah,
they kicked the guy's door in and shot him in the chest, right? So yeah, it was just like one of those holy shit moments. Fast forward, now like I'm not paying for this shit at Airbnb. I'm not paying for this. And Ron, this was Ellensville. So I called Airbnb would not do a damn thing for me. They were like, nope, F you, you're paying for this. I'm like, the guy had a bat up.
He had no idea. He never changed the code.
Yeah, never. That was the other thing, because I had the code to get in the door, right? The front door that leads to the 2 doors. So that's what I said. I'm like, dude, why would I know the code, right? Oh, it was insane. It was just.
It was one of the. For a weekend that was about to start with the craziest Devils on the Run tour, it was, and then I was like, the next day as we're going to the Shanley, I was like, just drive through so we can see what this looks like during the day. Should have never seen that. No. Should have never seen that. No. Yeah.
Because we were super late because Sarah decided to fly in at 5:30. Shut up, bro. Yeah.
So just know, I guess how you get a little white blonde girl to book an Airbnb is say steps away from a ski trail. I fall for it every time.
We sat in so much traffic because she landed like 5:30 in Newark, and we had to get to New York. So we were there hours late. So it was pretty late when we got there.
But it was, hey Carmen, but it's a great story. We survived. But that's the one thing I don't like about Airbnbs, to be honest with you. You just, especially the Airbnbs that it shares, like the owner kind of does the double occupancy, and so they're there, you're there. That was quite frightening. I'm not gonna lie.
The only other one I almost died in was that one up in Massachusetts.
No, it wasn't Mass. I thought it was
Maine. No.
Maine. No.
I don't think I've been to Maine.
You were at a Paracon. When you went to the Warrens Paracon, where would you have stayed?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Because that one, you guys were like,
yeah, there were secret doors that came up into like my bedroom, and I'm like, and then I opened another door, and it went out. It just was a door to nowhere. It was on the second floor, and there was nowhere to go.
Oh, Ryan, you know what? We have the best trips. We did, especially when you're in Hudson Valley. We were doing the Shanley and Pine Bush. And so Rob, Danny, and I were driving, and shit. I'm a big mini adventure person. So if you see something interesting, you have to stop. You just have to stop. So we saw this cool Buddhist temple, but it was abandoned. And just so everybody knows, in this particular area of Hudson Valley, first of all, it's got the most like different denominations of churches scattered throughout, but also a lot of Buddhist places. So I was like, oh my gosh. And there was this beautiful, but it was like the temple was up on the road. There was a parking lot, and behind the parking lot was this beautiful Buddhist garden, right? With Buddhist statues. So, and then there was a building behind that, but you couldn't really tell what it was. So I whip a Yui and I go as close, and the parking lot's chained off, and it is abandoned. People had, I think, tagged it. You could see there was graffiti on it. Really cool building. And so we're in the car, and I was like, we're like, should we get out? Because I really wanted to see this garden. I had to see these statues. And out of nowhere, from behind the garden and by these other buildings, walk two dudes. And Rob's like, hold on. He's like,
yeah, she's blind. I don't know if you guys, she cannot see this. Sarah, I'm with the camera. I have pictures somewhere.
I have them. Yeah, I have them.
I was like, so these two guys come out and they're dressed identically.
Identical. Green shirts, khaki pants, same haircuts.
Yeah. And they're just walking towards us. I mean, they're far enough away. And I'm like, Sarah, you gotta go. We gotta go. I can't carry a weapon in New York. New York State doesn't allow me. So we were just defenseless, and these dudes were coming. They were coming. Oh my!
And God. They were dirty. Remember because I've got pictures. They were dirty. But it was the cool, like it was like, and we decided they had walkie-talkies. Did we decide that?
Yes, they had walkie-talkies.
Yeah. Let's see. Hold on.
She was loving it, Brittany. I'm like, we got to go. These people are going to kill us.
Yeah, he was not happy. He's like, Sarah, let's see. Hold on. I know I have pictures of, because these were, let's see, where did you go? I know I have those pictures. You sent them to me.
Wow. Ron Yakovic, they stayed in Airbnb in Mass, and a woman, a little daughter in one bedroom, two of us in the other, two bathrooms in the house, barely a quarter roll of toilet paper in the whole house. Each bathroom sink had a full roll of duct tape over it. We assumed it was to avoid needing the TP. Yeah.
Yeah. It is one of those, like, I don't know. It's the trips we take, the things we find, the people we meet. That's what I'm saying, people. When I tell you the tagline of, we can't promise you a paranormal experience, but we can promise you an experience in the paranormal, it's all of it. It's the things that go in between, the people you meet, the things you find along the way. What?
I got them.
Oh, good, because they are creepy.
So here's one of the guys.
Yeah.
I don't know what's in his hand. Looks like a phone.
Yeah.
Rob's
like, you gotta go. I try to wait till the very last minute.
There he's like calling back to the other dude.
Yeah. And that was like really far away. They were coming up. So I don't know, like, what that building was behind the beautiful Buddhist garden, and nobody could tell me. Like I asked Lance of Pine Bush, I'm like, what is this place? Because it's on the way in between.
Yeah, I mean, there's like the garden.
I had to
So
see it.
it was just once she started going, the second guy came out of the woods, and I was just like, man, it's just not.
But I promise you, I'm a safe person.
Yeah.
I've survived so far all my adventures.
Yeah, so far.
So far. Yes, I do. I want to bring you into this mix.
Yeah, bring the Canucks. Come on, man. we need a little represent. Yeah, we have seen some shit. It's not, and it's most of the crazy comes from the living. One time Chris and I called the cops at our work, thought someone broke in, and they cleared the whole thing, and they thought we were crazy. It was pots and pans banging around.
Yeah.
Oh man,
creepy things happen.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, well, I don't know who these people were or what they were doing, but it was culty, okay? And
it was a little culty.
You would think I'd be okay with that.
It would have been cult fights.
Yeah. So anyway, that was that. So yeah, so Jason, Icy, I don't know if Icy, she didn't comment, so you can shoot her a message later if you want, please. Let her know she's got a free ticket. Stacy, and I forgot who the fuck else offered it to.
Jason McGray.
Jason, Stacy, Icy, someone else.
I think you said Chris and Shay.
Who?
Chris and Shay.
Oh yeah, Chris and Shay.
Yeah. Oh, it's just gonna be a big free event. It's like
Joe P.
Joe P. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's that. So MSP was good. Just it's a lot. It's a lot of work to be in a car for basically a day and a half, right? Almost 30 hours of drive time. So yeah, to get back and try to get caught up right now is fun, right? I'm still not fully with it, but I am glad that you finally got rescheduled for July 9th.
I am rescheduled, and so
from today.
We do have, of course, that is this weekend, which is New Egypt Historical Museum, which is June 28th. Also coming up, a brand new location for us, Auglaize Village in Defiance, Ohio. Folks, get your tickets to this. There's 22 new and restored buildings on this. There's like 4 museums. Yeah. I believe the paranormal part might be the 22 buildings, but this piece of property is so chock full of history for the early life of Ohio. But 22 buildings, new and restored. Very cool looking, new to us. So get your tickets to this location. That is July, I believe, 26th. So you've got time to plan a cool little midsummer road trip, and I mean, multiple buildings, which means we could really work on some cool experiments, multi-locational, experiments. So seriously, multi-locational. So seriously, check that out, and let's get a good group there. Like this has potential for us to be able to have so many people there because 22 buildings. So you're going to want to do that. Oh, check out this cool t-shirt.
Well, for those that have been waiting for this is where it's time for Rob to beat up on his team a little bit. There's a typo. There is a typo in the artwork. All right, so it's sort of a play on the whole missing Annabelle thing.
Missing letter.
Huh?
It's a missing Annabelle and
there's a missing letter in Do Not Approach Her. So anyway, if you saw it and wanted it and tried to order it, you can't until I get that fixed. So that's another.
Well, could you maybe sell the I'll buy a bummed one.
You'll what?
like and just so everybody knows, so this came out, Rob's like, there is a typo, and everybody assumed it was me.
They did. You got beat up for that. It was me.
I got beat up for
It was
that.
me,
Yeah.
but nobody caught it, right? So and they were making videos and putting that shit out everywhere. And then when somebody on the network was like, "Yeah, I'm not buying that. It's fucking typo," and I was like, "Are you shitting me? I missed it. Sarah missed it. Our whole team missed it." But it guessed.
You guessed. I just dropped all my Zenner cards, and it's not a triangle, Jason McGray. Stop it. I'm going to make him a special set.
We're working on crop tops, actually, and we'll have our sweatpants ready. And probably tonight, you'll see the prototype.
Sweatpants?
We got sweatpants, girl.
Oh, God. We need sweatpants. It's time. It's time.
In fact,
all right. Well, you've got, I know, a place to be. You have, because you've got work to do. And we've kept everybody an hour and 20, and I know you've got to go. I know you have to go offsite to get something done, I believe, today.
I do.
You do. So, yeah, see, that's what makes the shirt special. I see that too.
Right. Well, we'll have some typo ass shirts ready for. Remember when I did start it imperfect. Yeah. Because I do fuck up a lot. There's upside down shirts. There's a lot of shirts.
People will wear them. Like, why not?
All right.
Cut a deal. People will
have to do them cheap.
Yeah, we'll do them cheap. We'll do them cheap. All right. well, with that, folks,
6 typos in this book, just so everybody knows.
He's got them circled already. He's like,
I do. They're highlighted, circled, and bracketed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a video about it tonight.
Yeah.
Make you feel bad about it.
Are you gonna bully? No bullying. No bullying. All right, folks. With that, it is midweek. It is no longer midday. So go out there, have a fantastic rest of your week. Know that we are watching you. We are loving you. We are appreciating you, every single one of you. Thank you for being the good in the community. Whatever you can do something good. Whatever you can do today, just do one nice thing. Reach out to one person, maybe somebody that you don't normally throw a compliment to. I don't know. Do something kind.
Send me some money on Venmo.
Well, yeah, whatever that is, whatever you want to do, but go out and do one kind thing today. It might change somebody's whole world. So with that, we love you. We see you. We appreciate you. Have a fantastic day. And we will, we'll talk to you later. Weirdo. Bye. Uh-oh.